What's up, Aries? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. All right, guys. So I hope you guys had an incredible birthday season. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it was a little funny with this quarantining stuff, but if it makes you feel better, I'm a Taurus. I'm going to be home too. So here we go. All right, guys. So this is going to be your April mid-month, April 15th to May 15th. And this will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Aries signs. And like I always say, guys, keep in mind that the energies that I'm picking up on, it could be yours or it could be someone around you or an environment around you. Okay. Let's make sure this is shuffled good. This deck I'm using, guys, is called Light Seers Tarot. Just want to make sure it's evenly shuffled. All right. So what's going on? We're going to do past, present, and future. I'm going back to that. All right. What's going on for Aries, past, present, and future? And this is so close. All right, there we go. Perfect. I have like so much stuff around you guys, like my workbooks, my appointments, all of that. All right. All right, so you guys had 2 cards flip out. Let's put that there. Okay. So we have your past here. Your present. And we have your future. All right, Aries. So the energy that you guys have here is the Ace of Cups, okay? Very beautiful. This is you guys going into something that's very emotionally fulfilling. Your heart just feels very good about this. It's something that exciting to you, and it's new. But for some reason, you're kind of on the fence about whatever this is. It's like you're stuck between 2 things. You're stuck between a rock and a hard place, okay? And it's like you know that you need to make the best decision possible because here you are coming up as the Emperor, but maybe the decision that you know needs to be made, you know, could be a difficult one for you. It could debilitate you in some way, shape, or form. But I feel as though you guys are going through some sort of fallout that was beyond your control, okay? So let's start with your past, guys, and let's see what's going on. So we have here the Page of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Cups, and you have the 6 of Wands in the reverse. So for some of you, maybe there was some sort of offer that came from someone. It could have been a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But something with this offer, I feel, happened where it wasn't successful. All right, so I just want to break down these cards. Let's see why this is showing up. Why is this Page of Pentacles here? We have the 10 of Wands. And we have the Star card, so it's like somebody was offering something, or maybe you guys were making some sort of offer where someone had a very strong desire for this, but there's a lot of burden at the same time because something's not being reciprocated. You know, maybe you're trying to be with someone and they don't want to be with you, or vice versa. Maybe, you know, you don't want to be with them. Maybe you're offered, you know, promotion or something at a job, but you're just like, no, I'd rather just leave. But there's just something here that someone's burdened by. It's like, I want this, but it's not happening. It's not being reciprocated the way I want it to be. All right. So for some of you, you could have been dealing with the Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but let's see why that Knight of Cups energy is there. We have the Lovers card. And we have the Hanged Man. Okay. So whatever wasn't working out, again, you know in your mind clearly that it was out of your control, and you know that you have to cut out something that could be conflicting for you. But with this situation, you're taking the path of least resistance, all right? You don't want to bend over backwards. You know, you don't want to jump through hoops for this, okay? So let's see why the 6 of Wands is in the reverse, and we'll put it all together. We have the 8 of Wands in the reverse. And we have the 4 of Pentacles. I want to pull one more for that Knight of Cups. We have the 8 of Cups in the reverse. Very interesting. Okay, so there's something that you guys become very reserved towards. And For a lot of you, it's because something from your past came back in and you wanted to go all in. It could be a lover, it could be a friend from the past, but whatever this is, guys, it just feels natural for you. It feels like you could be yourself. You feel like you can talk to this person, if it is a person, but it's like something that you empathize with, someone that you empathize with, someone who gets it. So, you know, someone could be burdened by that. So maybe you guys let someone go, maybe they let you go. But there's a lot of happiness here. There's just someone upset that they didn't get their way. My spirit is telling me that it's not you guys who didn't get your way, but it could be for some of you. This is a general reading, so again, everything could be vice versa for some of you. Now, in the present moment, guys, we have the Knight of Wands in the reverse, Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, and King of Pentacles. So at this time, there could be a loss that's felt because someone is just not being honest about something. So if this has to do with love, maybe this is like a player energy. Maybe this could do with finances as well. For some of you, maybe you're not in a position where you can create. Maybe this whole corona thing is affecting you. You're not able to go out there. Like if you're a photographer, like obviously you're not going to be outside talking to people, taking photos, things like that. So it could be that your craft or something that you have a lot of passion in, like it's just, you know, you're not in a position where you can do things to bring in some sort of revenue or to bring in something that just makes you feel good. Okay. For a lot of you, this could have to do with work because the King of Pentacles energy is here. So that's somebody who, you know, they're very strong with their finances. They're worried about their finances. Not that they have to be worried. It's just like they're conscious. That's a better word. They're very conscious about their finances. Let's just see why these cards are coming out and why and what it means. Why is this Knight of Wands in the reverse? And this, again, is your present moment, the Emperor. So the Emperor keeps coming out. That is your energy, guys. It's Virgo's energy as well. But we have the Ace of Wands here. So here's the thing, Aries. There is something that you want to do. You have a lot of passion for it. But I'll be honest with you, and I say this completely as a friend. You're fucking around too much, okay? You're not... It's like you have something that you can manifest, but are you putting your all into it? Are you reaching your ultimate potential? Because I see someone who's onto something, but are you guys showing up on time? Are you on the right conference calls? You know, if they tell you to be there at 10 a.m., do you get there at 10 a.m. or do you kind of show up at 11:30 or just like don't show up? So I see someone who is very powerful in something that they're about to start, and you guys can be a huge boss, but are you displaying those qualities right now? Maybe there's something happening with you where you're just not yourself or your mind is just not focused on this, okay? Yeah, because I see someone who's capable of doing a lot, especially, you know, if this has to do with finances, there's something here where you can make a lot of money, but someone is I feel like someone is self-sabotaging. That's really what I feel. And it could be because you guys are getting into something where it's like, okay, I know I'm getting into something new, but I don't know 100% how to do it. Okay, so maybe some of you are just kind of holding yourselves back because you don't feel like you're equipped enough to do it, or you don't feel like you know enough to do it. With this Emperor energy, you're going to take over with what this is. You just have to believe in yourself, okay? Whether it's a new job or a new relationship, whatever. All right, so let's see why this Ten of Pentacles is here. Now, this is the center of your reading, so I'm just very curious as to, let me just move this here because it's like all on the screen. So I'm very curious as to why that's showing up. Okay, let me just put this back here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm like not organized with my life today. Okay. All right. This is a deck I'm going to use for your guidance in a moment. All right. Ten of Pentacles reversed. We have the Ten of Cups. And Nine of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so for some of you, maybe you're not putting in the best effort that you can for this, or maybe there's just something around you or a person around you who's not being as serious as they should be about something. But honestly, I keep getting the phrase right in the nick of time, because there was a person here that I see is at a huge loss. It's like they were feeling so depleted. And right when you get to that point where it's just like, I can't take this anymore, like I'm done. Something comes in that makes you extremely happy. And Spirit is telling you literally not to worry. So if you guys are in a tough financial position, or if you're just feeling some sort of loss, whether it be emotionally, financially, whatever, mentally, that's going to have a huge turnaround. So whatever you feel like you were lacking in the most, there's going to be this 180 turn where it's incredible for you. I feel wealth. I really do feel wealth coming in. Again, for some of you, it could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But what Spirit is asking of you guys right now is that there is something in your life that's just not being reciprocated, something that just doesn't resonate with you. It just doesn't make sense anymore. So this is not something you want to manifest. There's too much illusion behind this. You need to get to work, but something is throwing you off of the work that you need to do. Okay? And I feel like in order to get this new thing that you're meant to excel in, either you might feel betrayed or someone else might feel betrayed, because I feel like you have to completely sever ties with something. Why is this King of Pentacles here? All right, we have the Hierophant. 9 of Cups. Guys, this is awesome. So some of you are straight up, you left someone to be with somebody else. But if that's the case, I feel like this someone else is going to lead to marriage, if that's what you want. For others of you, you're just on the path. You're on your life path. You're doing what your soul was meant to do, and is going to make you a shitload of money. All right. If you guys want to be extremely successful, it doesn't, school and all that, yeah, of course it helps, but you just have to do what you love. Okay. You really just have to do what you love. So I see someone very happy, very content, doing what they're meant to be doing and making a shitload of money. Again, if it's not money, it could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn that's very significant for you. But this is just something that makes you feel at home. This is something that makes you feel very stable. This is something that really makes you feel like you have your shit together. So it puts you from that Knight of Wands in the reverse energy to that King of Pentacles energy. So this is a child who's all over the place and they can't make up their minds and they're just fucking shit up. And this is someone who grows up and, they take full advantage of all the opportunities around them. So there is a major shift where you're very happy about something. And again, it came in the nick of time, right when you needed it, right when you thought you were losing everything, shit changes. All right, so moving into the future, you guys have the 5 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords in the reverse, and the 2 of Wands in the reverse. So in your head, you're seeing that something was just throwing you off your course and that it just needs to be rejected. Okay. Something gets left out in the cold here. We have the Ace of Pentacles, and it's because you're onto something huge, so you just can't, you can't waste your time with that anymore. You have the Page of Wands. I don't feel like this has to do with love for a lot of you. I feel like this has to do with opportunity that you're getting, that you're going to excel in. And with whatever opportunity this is, I feel like some of you are not sure whether or not you can pull it off, but you absolutely 125% can. Because it's like while you're working on it, you have this sort of attitude, like, should I go this way or this way or this way? You're thinking too hard. With this sort of energy, it doesn't matter which way, you end up doing it. The universe the universe had this waiting for you, okay? So it's something that was supposed to be there, and what's meant for you, no one can take that, no one can compromise that. So you don't have to look at it from that angle. So why is this 4 of Swords in the reverse here? Okay, you guys have the Queen of Pentacles. So again, if you guys are not dealing with the Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, there's definitely a strong beginning coming in, and financially you guys are really going to excel with this. Even if this does resonate with you guys in regards to love, I feel like something strong is happening with business. Okay, you're coming out of some sort of unstable place. There was something that was difficult to move away from, but with this new beginning, there's a lot of healing that it brings. Okay, so let's see why this is your last card here. All right, we have the Moon card, and we have the 7 of Wands in the reverse, so complete clarity. Something was draining you, something just was taking the life out of you, it was no longer in your control, and you completely just let it go. The good thing about it is you guys did not wait for it to get to its worst point, because whatever this was, had you stayed, you would have suffered so much more, but you cut it off before it could get there. Okay, so even if you did suffer, it wasn't all the suffering that you could have gone through. So you guys really were able to nip that in the bud. All right. So let's do some guidance. I feel like I'm talking too much. The baby was born. Oh. All right. My girlfriend has a friend who's just had a baby. So congrats to them. All right, guys. So this this new deck here is Everyday Witch Tarot. So what is the advice for you guys? That's really exciting. New life was brought into this world during your reading, guys. Okay, so this, I think that's a good sign from Spirit. You guys are definitely giving birth to something new. This is exciting, okay? All right, so we have the Seven of Wands, the Two of Cups in the reverse, the Ten of Cups in the reverse, and the Star card in the reverse, okay? The energy here is the Three of Cups in the reverse. So this is going to go two ways, guys. If this had to do with love or just someone you had a close attachment to, it's like this was just making you too unhappy. You had to let it go. You no longer have faith in it, or you should not have faith in it. And you really need to stand your ground with the fact that you're releasing this, okay? And again, if this has to do with love, there could be a third-party situation where someone is being very fucking selfish. Very, very selfish, to the point where they can become abusive mentally, physically, emotionally, verbally. I don't want you guys to deal with that, okay? At a time where all of this is happening, there is very strong stability that's coming in, okay? But there's just something that I feel was depleting you guys. If it wasn't a third-party situation in love, then maybe it's a group of friends that you have to drop. Maybe it's, this could be you guys just not going out. I know we're all kind of like at home chilling right now. But with this Three of Cups in the reverse, this could be someone who is sad. This could be someone who's going through a depression. When this is upright, this is partying, going out, having fun, celebrating, okay? And the reverse is going to be the exact opposite of that. So you're definitely removing yourself from something that wasn't meant to be there. You have the Nine of Cups. You have the Six of Swords. You have the Hierophant. Wow. And you guys have the Five of Cups. So it's, your reading is actually very similar to the Aquarius reading I just did. If you guys have Aquarius in your charts, definitely watch that, okay? But you guys are kind of in a similar position to Aquarius, where you have a catch-22 situation. You're suffering over something that you had to release, but Spirit is saying that's what was meant to happen. Now you're going to be extremely happy. All right, now there's something, it's like, I want you guys to understand the extent of how much this is yours. And you don't have to fight, you don't have to kick, you don't have to scream, you don't have to argue, you don't have to prove yourself, nothing. It's for you. So I don't want you thinking that you have to be a different person. God, the universe, Spirit made this for you. It can't be taken away from you. Yes, there's people and things that can't be with you as this happens. And, you could be having a tough time just, again, releasing that. But just know you are exactly where you need to be. Okay, Spirit is doing everything that it needs to get you on this right path. Now, guys, when you have major arcanas coming out, if it's not like the Two of Pentacles or Three of Pentacles, whatever, when it's, the World card, the Death card, things like that, it's going to be something that you can delay, sure, you can postpone, but it's inevitable. So it's either you get with the program and you listen to the message and you do things accordingly, or the universe, is patient with you for a little bit, but then the universe is going to have that moment where if you're not doing what you need to do, it's going to be like, you know what? Boop, it's going to rip you out of a situation, and it's going to feel so tough. But it's because it's like, oh my God, just close that door real quick and please open the new one I have for you, because you have something incredible there. So when the universe gets fed up with the fact that you're staying with fuck shit in your life, that's when it kind of rips you out. So for a good portion of you, I feel like that's what's happening. It's just something that's very sudden or something that's very drastic. But, were you happy with the way that you were going before? The universe had to redirect you, and you're being redirected right now. All right? There's just something where maybe you were losing money, maybe you weren't genuinely invested in something, or someone was not genuinely invested in you for whatever reason. But Spirit says reject it, don't accept it, let it go, because this is what you have coming in. Okay? You have the Ace of Wands. This is all you guys right in the nick of time where you felt like, you kind of just lost everything. This revives you. Okay? So this is actually such a powerful reading, guys. And I hope you realize the extent of how amazing you're meant to do right now. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If this resonated with you, donations are very much appreciated. They keep the channel running and food in my belly. So everything is in the description below if you guys want to do that. If you guys need your own personal reading, my website and all of the information for my readings is in the description as well. I do have an emergency reading, so if you guys need anything quickly, that one does get to you within 24 hours, okay? Follow me on Instagram, High Vibrations 44. You guys could also follow me on Twitter, Bruja Shit. I love you, Aries. Take care.